sure the enemies set up shop in this area? Well, probably. Recent troop movement intel does point to this location, but the fighting's getting fierce. They're all up in our business. Who knows what they're up to? No kidding. There's no telling what they'll do when they get backed into a corner. Oh, they've got a fucking pipe runner. Ugh. The pipe runner is an interesting unit, actually. I'll tell you why when we get to it. I am going to play as Colin in this instance.
Colin's eye is just so weird. Why is it like that?
I don't know.
It's like the colour of his eye and the colour of his skin are the same.
Yeah. They've got an airport, so I want to spam cheap units to capture it. And also just because I like Colin's theme tune.
In fact, it kind of reminds me of, you know, in like the old Scooby-Doo stuff where like...
That's going to get really annoying. Can you put that on silent?
It is on silent.
No, I mean pure silent, no notifications. If a phone is on silent, that means it doesn't buzz either. You've just got it on vibrate.
Silent mode off. On, sorry.
What are you...
Because like that's off. That's on.
Well, you've got it on vibrate, not on silent.
It is on silent. It's just on vibrate.
Or put it on silent, silent.
Because silent means that it doesn't make noise. Hence silence.
Shut up. On my phone it's different. There is a difference between the two. Anyway, Black Hole is up to something. I'll explain the pipe runner unit when we get to it, because it's actually quite an interesting unit.
Right, I'm just trying to figure out how to put my phone on non-vibrate.
What even is that? Oh, right, okay. I didn't know you...
General.
Colonel.
Fucking hell.
What?
Colonel. Yeah.
What's up?
Me being a fucking boomer for a second.
You said it first, mate.
No, it's alright, just keep going on with the game.
Joe's having technical difficulties.
Well, like...
Anyway, the strategy really for this map is I want to bum rush this airport down here, so I can capture that and then just kind of take over the main area of the map, really. Because the pipe runner unit is actually quite dangerous. It has a minimum range of like 2, so it's actually like an artillery unit with the range of a rocket, except it can only move on these
What are you doing?
I clicked on a thing by accident. It can only move on these pipe tiles here, and the factory here as well. It can. This is the area it can move, really. That's it. However, like I say, it's got such a massive fuck-off range, they're quite dangerous. And the pipe runner itself is actually a reference to the Rail Turtle from Super Famicom Wars, which was the Super Nintendo version of Advance Wars. Because there was Famicom Wars, then there was Super Famicom Wars, then there was Game Boy Wars, which was the last one released in Japan. I think there was a Game Boy Colors one actually as well, so I take that statement back slightly. And then there was Advance Wars 1, which we got in the West.
Imagine if we just had NES Wars. Like, that just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah, well, it would be Nintendo Wars, is what it was. It's called really as a series. But yeah,
that just sounds like Smash Brothers, but with extra steps.
Yeah, I know. So in the Super Famicom Wars, you had rail track tiles and rail stations, which is kind of like what this is emulating here, where you could build train units from. And it was a indirect attack unit which could shoot on tanks and do a lot of damage like a battleship, except it could only move on rails. But it could also transport 2 infantry on it like a lander could, except on land. And also, if you got up close to it...
Like a lander could, except on land.
Well, a lander is a ship unit, which can transport 2 units over water. And an APC can load infantry on land because it can load 2 of them. It's kind of like a lander, but on land rather than...
It's just the way that it was said, like, it just sort of...
I know what I meant.
Confused me for a second.
I know what I meant. Oh shit, there we go.
Landmaster.
Shut up. Oh, she's gonna go for that factory. That's fine. Okay, I can't get down there in time. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna be able to outproduce her in units anyway. She's not gonna be able to really be much of a threat to me because I'm playing as Colin, so I can just outproduce you in terms of units and sheer numbers. Because that's just what Colin can do. Like, for every tank that the enemy has, I can have 3 of them. It's crazy because he gets stuff for super cheap. So she can try and attack us all she wants, but it's not going to matter much. But anyway, yeah. So it's a reference to the rail turtle. But
Oh, tag team.
it's not going to do much. The rail turtle can also do is it does have machine guns on it as well. So if I was to get a unit here and hit the rail turtle, it would be able to shoot back. But the pipe runner doesn't have that because it would make it OP.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a soft reference to that unit, which makes me very happy because it's kind of a nerdy little detail, and I do not want her to capture that. But I can now attack the unit here, and it will do a decent chunk of damage.
Blast!
Yes, damn and blast them. So, capture that there, build a battlecopter because I can capture that.
Build
there.
a new rescue helicopter.
And save the shitty.
Hey!
Because I'm insulting him.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Retreat that. And I'm actually going to pop that there. That anti-air unit might actually die, but that's fine. It's Nintendo Wars. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Really, so we'll be okay. Yeah, she's going for it. That's fine. Oh dear, she's really going for it. The AI is slightly different in this than it is from Advance Wars 2, but it's not changed that much. That's why I built the helicopter, so I can just send it down. But first, I am going to do this.
If we want to be good with the youth, we can just call it Fam Wars.
Sure.
Chow Fam, remember that?
Oh god, yeah. Oh my god.
What was that even? Like, what video were we looking for that? I think it was like some sort
Mario
of...
Kart.
Was it?
It was the Mario Kart Double Dash thing.
I can't even... Like, what was it, though?
You were
Like...
looking for the music.
Oh, the music for it, okay.
Yeah. That's going to make no sense to anyone else.
That was just the name of the channel, I think.
I know, but as Brits, it was just funny.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking Chow.
Chow Fam.
No, like, I'm sure their channel's fine, but just the name of it.
Yeah, and it also had one of those, like, generic, like, YouTuber intro things.
Yeah. It was a wild time. To say the least.
I'm kind of glad I've never had one of those, like, really cringy, just, like, 3D text spinning and doing stuff intro.
I don't think either of us really have.
No.
It's not really our style.
No.
It could be if you wanted it to.
I think a lot of general YouTube stuff isn't really our, like, style as much, because, like, we always say that stuff's shit, so we don't get sponsored or anything like that. And, like, we don't have merch or anything like that. Like,
we're not part of a network. This isn't monetized, so yeah, it's not like it's gonna be sponsored.
And then we're kind of like, oh yeah, like, comment and subscribe maybe, but why are you watching this sort of thing? Like, it's just like...
Self-depreciative humour.
Yeah. I guess it's the whole British way.
There is partly that, yeah. I'm just gonna...
Because British shits.
Yeah. I hate it here. Anyway.
Yeah, I was going to... Anyway. Just like, it's become too real. Oh, shit.
Just knocked the microphone. Build another helicopter.
It should be fine, it's floating.
Huh? What?
The microphone is in, like, a floating kind of, like, thing. It's like the shock mount there.
Yeah, it's on one of those...
Shock mounts.
That. So I forgot the word even though you just said it. I am not with it today.
We should probably end after this one, because
Yes,
we've
you
been
need
going
to-
a little bit longer this time.
And also, you need to go.
Yes,
Do you want to leave your stuff here, or...
can do.
Um,
I guess I'll just be gone for an episode or two.
I don't know if I'm gonna... I could carry it on, I suppose.
Yeah.
You don't have to be here. Fuck off.
Well, because, like, I've got less to say about the actual, like, mechanics of the game or anything like that.
'Cause you've got no clue what's going on.
I'm literally like the whole, like, old school Doctor Who companion that just asks
What's that?
all the questions, yeah.
I'll explain later. Why do you have chairs on a Dalek spaceship anyway? We
That-
will explain
It,
later.
like, literally is me, though. It's like me asking, like, who did, like, Dracula's architecture or whatever like that.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck should I know? You just ask me sort of bizarre questions I don't have the answers to.
It's just something to think about.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna use their tag thing on the next turn. That could be painful.
It's like how when you move around, it's like Colgate or something. Like the
What?
like your like little stripe of sort of thing. Like when you're moving about, has like the Colgate colours.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
I wondered what the fuck you were talking about. You confuse me. No more than you usually do, but there we are.
Just randomly on about toothpaste.
Alright, they're gonna do their tag thing.
And then of course you have like the people who's like, oh, British people talking about toothpaste.
This is gonna look really weird because it's on a split thing and the screens are gonna be in different places. So one screen's gonna have the bottom half of them and the other one's gonna have the top half and it's gonna be cropped off sideways. So it's gonna
Depends
look...
on how you put it.
I'm not gonna do it on top of each other. I'm gonna do it like we did with Spectrobes. So it's going to look a little strange when they do that. So
Why don't you just put them on top of one another?
because then they'd both be really small on the video when it.
I guess.
So I'm not going to do that. And then there'll just be a massive blank space on the side. So I'm not going to do that because it would look shit. Basically, what a tag power does is it lets you use 2 turns in one go, basically.
You could leave it to be side by side.
I'm probably going to, but I'm just going to make one bigger and one smaller. The main screen's going to be bigger and the top screen's going to be slightly smaller.
But
like
when
it is for
you
Spectrobes.
edit it together, though, it's you put 2 together and then it's like laggy as fuck.
Unfortunately, yeah, but it'll be fine. I'll make it work. I know what I'm doing. It will take me slightly longer to edit because it's laggy as fuck running the editor on a toaster, but it will just have to do, really, is the long and short of it.
I mean, you could just crop off the bits there and
I do
be
crop
fine.
it. I do crop it.
I mean, just like keep it side by side, you know, keep it simple.
No, I want it to look visually interesting. I don't want it to look completely boring, you know? She says, aware that they are extremely boring.
Rip.
Self-depreciative humour. I can build a bomber for 17,000. That's insane. Like, most people it costs them 22. Colin can just get units out
Yeah.
so cheaply. It's, like, crazy.
Why
Especially when
didn't you buy an air thing? Or did you?
Huh?
Did
What?
you buy an air one?
I built a bomber, yeah.
Okay.
It's sat there. I've got 3 of them. I've got 3 bombers because that's just what you can do as Colin. It's crazy. Like, you can just build units so cheaply. It's like, how is the enemy supposed to be able to stand up to that? Because I can just get ridiculously powerful units for so cheap. I mean, it's not like it's hatchy or anything. I was playing as him, then it would be insane because in his superpower you get stuff for 50% off and you can deploy them in cities, which is crazy. But you can only do that for ground units. But I could build neo-tanks in every single city if I wanted to. Just like, what is the enemy supposed to do in that situation? And I've got my power again. Like, I guess it's so
I've
cheap.
realised that no one could actually see, but I did raise my eyebrows, like in surprise there.
Did
But
you not
no
know-
one can see me, so I have to explain that I raised my eyebrows.
I suppose you wouldn't know what his power does because we haven't played as him.
I don't know most of the stuff. It's like you start explaining through things, and then I get lost like 30 seconds into the explanation, and then I just have to nod.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I can watch it on playback.
You can just replay it to help my playtime for the channel, because you're thick.
Because it's like, you're like,
Mr.
oh yeah, I
Thickety
could buy
Thick
this
Face
thing.
Thicktown from
You buy
Thickania.
it. It's right there, sat there. And I'm like, did you buy it?
You finished with those errands? Joe, you just don't pay attention, it seems.
Well, it's like,
Boom.
it's harder to pay attention in strategy games for me.
Well, I suppose they're not really your kind of game, are they?
Oh, I'm just more reactionary than like actually planning the stuff out.
Well, I like to plan stuff out. I like to be methodical and slowly destroy my enemies.
Yeah. But like, if all the enemies were starting to like, run towards or whatever like that, and then I had like a few different like attack moves or whatever like that, then that would be fine for me.
Yeah? I mean, say you always...
I guess I'm more the one-man army than...
You kick my ass at fighting games.
Kind of.
You do. Stick a fork in them and crank the music, because they're done. What the fuck does that even mean?
Oh no, stick it up the... Never mind.
And with that thought, that mission has come to an end.
Yay, I can leave.
Yeah, fuck off. There we go. That eager to get out of here.
Yeah. I was kind of like debating for a second there, like sort of like, should I try and make like a really shit like pixel art thing for like the thumbnails? But like, no, I don't think.
Pixel art of what?
Like us, but in like this style. But like, I don't think I'd be capable of making something that cursed.
If you want to, you're welcome.
I can't. No.
I am just quickly gonna save that there. There we go.
Just accidentally loads it.
I know, I'd be so annoyed, but it would only be going back a couple of missions. It would be fine. I can just edit all of that out. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Remember to like the video if you did. Subscribe for more upcoming content, which will be on the way very soon. And as always, it's been a pleasure, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for watching. Stay safe, and ta-ra for now.
Bye.